Welcome everyone to a Sacred Symbols reading. I'm your host Desiree DeMars, and it is Friday, July 5th, 2024. This reading is focusing on the energies of the Cancer new moon and whatever influences you're having that might be celestial, but not necessarily related to just the new moon. So we will be addressing things about solar flares and that type of thing. So keep your mind and your heart open, and let's begin with an invocation, if you'd like to join me for that. And that is simply just being aware of a brilliant white light that's coming down from the heavens. It's spiraling down, Ida and the Pingala, or the Ida and the Pingala, through our central channel and grounding us all the way down to the center of the earth. And as we ground and center, we are activating that base chakra, the color red. Just like the iron molten core, that lava core, we have our own fire internally, our life force, our life blood, if you will. Just feel that activation then at the base chakra, and notice if you, with your thoughts, with your intention, can activate all of your chakras so that all of your chakras are open, fully functioning, front and back, balanced and aligned. And you have this opportunity here and now to be aware of any places you feel a little out of balance, a little stuck, a little disconnected, and bring that energy back to center. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and white, spilling out over the top of your head like a fountain that is infinite and eternal. And feel that cross. I always imagine the figure 8, the infinity circle on its side, and the two lobes of the lungs crossing here at the heart center. Feeling that activation of the heart, bringing coherence to the head, to the mind, so that you are one with your body, mind. And then bringing that into your field of awareness. And then taking a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and holding for a moment. Take as much breath in as you can. And then exhale through the mouth slowly. Oh, let your head, neck, and shoulders relax. And another one if you'd like. And exhale slowly through the mouth. And just intend, whether you know it consciously or unconsciously, that you are allowing the brain to go into a theta state or an alpha theta state, which is a much slower, deeper state of intuition, insight, inner wisdom. And it allows the head, neck, and shoulders, that fight or flight center, to just relax, relax, relax. And in the relaxation comes a space that is opening to receive. Feel yourself receptive and open to the wisdom that comes through the hologram or the holographic or the holo movement of the bones, of the pieces that are thrown. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Infinite Creator of all that is, come and be with us. Come and be with us as we sit, creating a sacred circle, a circle of co-creation here today, bringing in all of the directions, the east, the south, the west, the north, above, below, and the middle. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Bring your integrity, your wisdom, your groundedness, your sense of direction to this reading today, this new moon in Cancer. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. All of the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, ether, plasma, neutrinos, gammas, and all those elements yet unknown to man. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. For we are made of stardust, the star that we are. We are a part or a particle in the wave or the frequency of the cosmic realms, the cosmic home that we have all come from, our star nations. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. All of our guides, teachers, angels, the seen, the unseen, the magical, the mystical, the two-legged, the four-legged, the many-legged, the winged ones, the finned ones, and the creepy crawlers. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Especially those ancestors, guides, angels, or teachers who are here in this moment to bring power and protection to us. Call them in, feel their shield, their field of power and protection, merging with yours, strengthening yours, expanding with yours. Feel that happening. And so it is. We are safe and protected, so that what is mine, and what is yours, that we have divine clarity here about our soul's purpose and this journey that we are sharing here as a human on this planet Earth. Come and be with us. Come and be with us, all of our ancestors, those who've gone before us, lived a good life and transcended and are now here working on our behalf, along with all of those whose names we do not know, but whose blood runs through our veins. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Take another deep breath if it feels right for you. Just become totally present, feeling that coherence between your heart and your head expanding, increasing. And then I will rattle for a few seconds to allow for an even deeper sense of a theta alpha state. Wonderful. So, flow with me 3 times into the basket, holding that heartfelt intention as you do. So 3 times into the basket. Thank you. And I'll meet you on the other side. Very interesting the way we have a lot of pieces here in this segment, which would be your left-hand side. So, you know, the emotional, the feminine, if you were sitting here at this end of the cloth and receiving a one-on-one reading from me. Yeah, very interesting. So the first piece I focus in on is this piece of coral, as it is representative of the inquiry that you had, the question, whatever you were holding in your heart. And so it's opening up to the central area And it's actually touching or barely touching this piece of shell, a little spiral shell here, and Pluto. So, you know, changes happening that are out of our control. You are not in charge of it. It's something much greater. It's evolutionary. We have the great ones right alongside of that inquiry, the idea of vision. What is your vision? That is key. It's important. And here's the lock. So, what is keeping you from creating a vision, having a vision, manifesting your vision? Any of those things it might bring up, or it may bring up all of them. Then, of course, we want to find out where the key is so that we can see where the guidance is. Where is the medicine for finding this sense or this key to open the lock? You know, so if you have felt like you haven't been receiving, I mean, this is drum. It's all about the heart. This is rattle. It's all about the receiving, calling something in. Third chakra, eye of God. Rebirth. I think we're all going through a rebirth. But again, let me see if I can find the key somewhere. Well, right now it's eluding me, but as we move along, it's probably inside or underneath something, so it will show up. And so starting with that, just this idea of the vision, something that's aligned with your heart, something that you can call in. And it is definitely bringing, it's like a soul retrieval almost. It's like bringing the power back to you. In fact, just as I said, soul retrieval, oops, well, a piece fell off. I had it right on the edge, is soul retrieval. This turquoise heart, the divine feminine, and then that energy, the chakra or the space up above the crown, that heavenly white light, right? That divine white light that is coming in, that is the essence of who we are, right? It is the matrix from which we are operating or functioning or flowing in. And the piece that flew off is, here I will grab it since I can. It was down here. And it's a piece that represents the third eye. So the third eye, have a much bigger picture. Expand or broaden your imagination, your image of your vision, whatever that might be. We have a little collection here. Okay, so where was I? I was looking at then this, what was surrounding the inquiry. It's important right now to be doing ceremony or doing something to like ground yourself, but ground yourself also in your body. There's an exercise I love, which is called Walking the Eight. And I don't remember the woman's name. I think it's Sumitra, but I know I used to do this years ago. I had an apartment in Chicago that the moment I walked in there, I just felt this figure eight pattern there. In fact, people would come in, clients would come over, and they would start doing the same thing, or they'd say, I feel like there's a figure eight under here. And it was just a carpeted floor. There was nothing significant there, pointing out, you know, bringing attention to that area, but it was really fascinating. So that, what we're finding through people doing this, walking in a figure eight, and she suggests having 2 rocks or 2 stones. And then as you walk the figure eight, just allow the body wisdom to reconfigure, reset, bring healing experiences, whatever wants to come through, just go with it. I would say it's a great way also, obviously to develop your sense of how your intuition works for you as you start to listen to your body. So now if we go back to the center, hold on. Oh, why? Okay. All right, so back to where we were here with the inquiry, and it's flowing in, it's pointing to or asking us to notice anything that's kind of foggy or unclear. The throat chakra is right there saying this is really a sacred moment in time. This now moment, this experience that we're feeling and going through evolutionarily. It's everything's being amplified, and also what's being amplified is this idea of structure or old structures that no longer serve. And this has been happening a lot lately in readings. It's fascinating. I'm finding rebirth and transfiguration together, paralleling or side by side, but here we have them together in a V shape, but with so many ancestors, the grandmothers, your maternal grandmother, your paternal grandmother, your father and mother crossed. Now this is fascinating. Mother and father crossed here at the upper body of the neck, grandmothers on either side, and then this idea of rebirth, reconfiguration, and it's the great ones underneath this idea of reconfiguration, or a complete evolved a completely new, almost like a shape shift into something new, right, in your life, in your frequency, in your energetic field. And it is moving toward truth. It's saying that this transformation is all about being in truth, doing what's true for you. That is all that is essential. That is what is required. That is what will be and is evolving for all of us, to become our true self. I'm sorry. To express our true selves, because we need the uniqueness of each person. Okay, and I think I finally spotted the key here. And the key is under good for one wish. This wish coin, the angelics, this is the shell that represents you, and it's all about the great mystery. Allowing yourself to be in a state of awe and innocence, wonder about this great mystery that we are living in, are flying through space in. This is all about the sun. I mentioned that at the beginning, these solar flares. Wish about your home, a new home, remembering home within you. And again, horse has really got his head right up against the sword of truth. It's like, can you align that third eye within you with your own sword of truth? And as far as love or connection, we have the divine union with the self, and we have an ancient ancestor here, on your father's side, the men on your father's side, so the male ancient ones. And this is also I'm sorry, mother's side. Wow, so that is really fascinating. Mother, grandmother, ancient ones on your mother's side, and a young adult, all the emphasis being on, this is the focal point, the sacred union with the self. So if you're going through any kind of transition, like a divorce or the ending of something, create ceremony where you are allowing for the acknowledgement, the gratitude and appreciation of the marriage to the self, right? The divine union with the self, so that is what is becoming truly expressed through the heart. That is so beautiful. I think if I stay within these parameters, that is a lot, a lot to say and a lot going on. It's definitely affecting our work in the world, our mental clarity. Just know we'll be provided for. And this Mars energy is here all about, moving forward. Just keep moving forward. And the frog here, the jade frog, is the collective. So the collective too is going through a similar phase. And so it's just all about one step, take the next step, take the next step. And that which is not yet created is here with this coin represents Mercury. So again, a communication, an expression, communication, transportation. It could be travel, going somewhere, could mean, but some kind of movement, communication. And it's time. It's really time to communicate that. Yes, here we have the two timekeepers, almost in identical positions, opposite each other. So it's really, again, it's referring to that figure 8. I see that with timekeepers. So that because it's representing a different level of time space. It's space time. It's not linear. It's infinite and eternal. But what it's saying to me here is there is movement. It's good. Things are moving forward. It's time. It's time to move forward and allow your passion, whatever you feel passionate about, to be amplified. And definitely take time for internal reflection. Here we have eagle, condor looking into the shell, which is all about inner reflection. Bear, introspection, right? Maybe even doing a review right now. It might be not only in the moment that you need to just sit down and receive some information about what's going on to get clarity, but it may be reflective of something much greater. I'm sure it is something very cosmic here, something that's maybe bigger even than you will experience directly in this lifetime. But here we have the seed planted. We have the fertile ground for the seed. So it's all about planting the seed, and the sun will awaken its energetic forces. And no, it has a lot to do with both. We have Moon, Venus, Uranus, or no, I'm sorry, Neptune. So again, that fogginess, when there's that fogginess there, which it may be, or there may be unclarity around, this is the Venusian coin, this is the moon, it's saying, what is truth, love, and beauty for you? It's really asking you to refine that, to review it, to look at it on this spiritual path that you're on. This is grandfather on your father's side, your paternal grandfather. That's beautiful. And then we have two young ones here, mother and father's lineage, maternal, paternal children in your life. And if you don't have birth, the birth children, somebody that had come through birth, through those lineages, you may just have a child in your life that is representative of that for you. That can also be something that these pieces, because they are symbolic. So in the near future too, I just want to mention that my mentor, Gogo Gretchen Crilly McKay, who was trained by the lineage, the teacher of the lineage that we are a part of, we're co-creating a symbology experience, or a deep dive into symbology and how divination taps into that, and how we can tap into the knowledge of it, whether it be through dreams. These definitely will be speaking about the bones and how then they relate and represent symbolically things in our life, all kinds of aspects and energies. So I hope that was helpful for you. I'd say the key is passion. This is what's coming to light, and being in a state of gratitude, awe, wonder. And that is how it will be received, or that's where you can plant that seed of reception within to draw that to you, that I am presence, intention, attention, and allowing that flow, that eternal flow of space-time to draw to you whatever it is you want to manifest. So I will meet you back on the other side. So thank you for joining me today. And those who stuck around, I don't know if I even said what this was about. This is the piece that flew off and off the cloth. And just when I moved it, it was at the very edge, but I think it's interesting that it's the third eye. So just be aware of what you are seeing internally these days, especially because it's a new moon and we're talking about going within this aspect of darkness or internalization, and especially in areas around the home and the home front, anything related to that, inner or outer. And then I'd like to close the circle with just a few seconds of rattling again to just acknowledge our gratitude and appreciation for all that was brought forward, knowing that whatever benefits we receive, all those we come in contact will also receive those benefits simply by the state of our being. In full faith, so be it. Aho. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a fabulous Cancer new moon, sparking the beginning of July 2024.